MangoLuna!
In the house, motherfuckers.
Yeah, we're touching.
We're touching.
All right, I'm Rebel.
And I'm Erika.
Hi, I'm Rebel.
I'm Erika.
And we are
MangoLuna.
Yes, we Luna and we Mango.
Yeah, mi Mango and mi Luna. Like you said last time, we're the yin and the yang. I
Yeah.
love that. Yeah.
We are of the celestial spaces and of the
Galactic.
terrestrial spaces.
Yep. All galactic energy here.
Yes. So we hope you enjoyed our dancing video. If you haven't seen it yet, Sissy the Walk by RuPaul.
I know. Thank you, RuPaul.
It was so fun.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how do you walk around with confidence? How do you walk around with your head held high? How do you own your space, your body, you know, the time that you're in, the situation. So Erika, like, what do you do to kind of pump yourself up if you're about to walk into a room where you might not know people, or maybe even like, I know you have work situations where you kind of have to like hold stuff down. Like, what do you do to like walk into that room and own it?
I think a lot of it has to do with my morning ritual for sure. My morning are very, very important to me. So I have to wake up with positive music, and the whole way in the morning will be on positive music. I mean, and I try to listen to as much as women artists as I can that support other women artists like RuPaul. I mean, you know, that embody even that embody the what do you call it? The femme energy. You know, like powerful and yet kind and beautiful and you know, that kind of stuff. So it's just the music really that I do listen to, and I just talk to myself. I look into the mirror and I tell Erika, you can do it. I tell myself, and I tell myself, you're smart, you can do this, you're a beautiful woman, you know what to do, just follow your intuition. You're, for heaven's sake, you raised two girls, beautiful, awesome girls. I can do this, you know. And even if I didn't, so
do it for like I think sometimes we're motivated to do it for other people. So if you think like I'm gonna hold my head up high because I want my daughters to hold my head up high.
Yeah. You're right. I do see myself also to make sure to be an example for my daughters and for other women out there.
Yeah, exactly. I think you really do empower other women when other women see you holding space, when other women see you as being confident and being bold and being assertive and asking for what you want and also saying, I don't want that.
Yeah, exactly. Knowing what you want and what you don't want.
Yeah, and vocalizing it.
Yeah, and don't wave that around. Like, don't step off and on with what you believe. What you believe, stay strong and grounded.
Yeah. I think one thing, too, for confidence, too, is I think oftentimes we say sorry a lot instead of saying, like, other words like, oh, excuse me, or, oh, I didn't mean to do that. What we do is we go, oh, I'm sorry. So then a lot of people spend the day apologizing when actually you should be using a different word. Like, yes, you might run into someone and you can just say, excuse me. And I think that really does play with your subconscious mind, that if you really stop apologizing for things that you don't even really need to apologize for.
Yeah, so like, don't apologize.
Yeah. Or use a different word.
Right.
Like if you didn't mean to run into someone, you can say, "Oh, excuse me," or what else do people say sorry for? I mean, a lot of things. It's weird. That was a huge shift for my confidence when I stopped. When I started to monitor how many times I was saying sorry in a day and why I was saying it. 90% of the time, I did not even need to use that word.
That's what I meant. That's what I wanted to say. Is like, what if you hear yourself say "I'm sorry"? Make sure that you, like you said, question why are you saying "I'm sorry"? Is that really your fault? Did you mean to, like, I don't know, for them to have something bad happen in their life when you were at your house doing your own thing? Like, really? You know.
Yeah. Right. Or if you
that makes sense, but
yeah. I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, someone will say something and you're like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Right? Like if I said, hey, I'm having a bad day, and your reaction is like, oh, I'm sorry.
And or at work or anywhere else, you're like out there and have a drink and you're like, they bump into you and you're like, oh God, I'm sorry. And or watch this, that you do this. As you're walking around, you see someone else coming, right? I think I did this. I noticed this with men. If you don't move out of the way, they almost get offended. And then me, I'm going to speak for myself. I say I'm sorry and then I move out of the way. I used to do that. I don't do that. what I do, I just keep on going on my way. They should move too. You know, it always seems like it's us. Always like you see someone come in, you're like, oh God, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Oh, if they bumping to you, you say I'm sorry. If they drop something as you were getting near them, we say I'm sorry. I don't know why.
Because women have been socialized to be meek, stay out of the way, and stay quiet. So you have to understand and watch your own behavior, your own thoughts, so you can change that.
That's right.
There is no reason why you can't hold your space, be confident. You can still be humble. You can still be kind and a generous person, but you still should be able to ask people to also negotiate the space with you, not just you get out of the way. And I think that's part of going back to what we're saying. Like, hold your head up high. Look at where you're going. Look who's around you. You can acknowledge people, but you don't have to get yourself small so that other people can have more space. Like, there's enough space in the world. We can share it in a good way where everyone is being able to walk, you know, powerfully and respectfully.
Another thing that shifted for me when my confidence definitely became like a bright light for me, and other people can see it, is whenever I started doing more self-love and self-care. If you don't do that self-love, self-care, that thing will show through. If you try to be confident without self-love and self-care, it's almost like a dried flower. I don't know if you guys have a flower or anything that dries up. A week, 2 weeks later, you touch it and it just completely falls apart. It's very fragile. That's how fragile your confidence is if you don't self-love and self-care. You have to do that.
Absolutely. Yes, you're right. You're right. Because if you have a weak confidence and then I just do something like, oh, you look a little off today. Boom. Yeah. You either cry, you lash out, you fall apart but if you're watered and I say, hey, you look a little off today, you'd be like, oh, I do. Well, I didn't sleep that well tonight, so that's probably it. But you know what? I'll get some good sleep tonight. And you don't, ruminate on it.
Yeah, I know you have the space to break down. You know, it's okay for you to break down, and you will break down. And then once you shed those tears, I mean, I just did that when I came to Rebel's house to film this.
Yes.
I was like, oh my God, I had such a bad day.
You told the story.
I started crying.
Yes.
And, oh my God, so many
but
triggers.
It was good.
And I broke down.
And you watered yourself. You watered yourself by crying. It was beautiful. Yeah, and I think like one thing for me too, like you're saying, the self-love and the self is like, and the self like being in your own body. I know that like I started getting boobs really young, like around 10, and so I started wearing bigger shirts and I started to curve my shoulders. But in my 20s, I was like, forget that. And I started to push my shoulders back and lift my boobs up because I was like, look, the fact that I have boobs is a beautiful thing. It's my body. Why am I hiding it? Why am I hiding it? Because there's creeps out there. Why am I hiding it? Because men are gross and like are, they're, like, no, I'm gonna walk and own my body and be proud of the shape that my ancestors have passed down to me. And I am going to walk with my shoulders back, my boobs lifted, my head straight, because not only is it confidence, but it's actually better for my spine. Like, it is healthier for us to walk, tall. Yeah. And my spine is happier. And when my spine is happy, that means my body is able to communicate better because your spine is your communication column. So it's not just like, oh, I want to look better and it's an actual making myself healthier from the inside out. Yeah.
So go and share the love. Go love yourself. Go take your self-care. If you don't know what that's like, all you have to do is do one thing that you love, that you would love for yourself. I don't care if it's, sometimes for me it's going to get myself a cocktail or go getting myself some coffee by myself or visiting some friends or maybe getting in the shower or just reading magazines braless with my pajamas. I mean, it's all different things depending.
Yeah,
just check in
on who you are. Yeah,
check in with your body to see what is it that you want to do for yourself that day if you have time, and if not, on your day off.
Yeah, and put a song. Put a mirror in front of you. Put a song on and dance for yourself. Yeah, dance for yourself. Sissy that walk. Sachet, Vogue, whatever you want to do. Cumbia, salsa. Shake the shoulders. Yeah. Like, dance for yourself.
If you don't have a full body mirror, buy one if you can. Get one. I mean, you can get at garage sales for like 50 cents. You can get them anywhere. So get one if you don't have one. No matter what shape, what color, what anything you are, go get one. Everyone needs that. And that's how you start with your self-love. start self-love and like, God, and tell yourself something beautiful in that mirror, or write it on that mirror.
Yes.
Like, God, beautiful hips, beautiful nalgas, beautiful breasts, hair, lips, eyes, everything. By the time you know, your whole body is going to be feeling, and then you're going to be like, what? Bitch, move. You're going to feel so
It's
good.
going to exude.
Yeah, just love yourself.
It.
That should be your love mirror. Not to criticize yourself. Don't do that. Maybe you should write on there, love mirror.
Self-love mirror.
Self-love mirror. And then every morning tell yourself something that you love about yourself that is gorgeous, and then highlight it by. My thing is hair and lips and everything, but it's hair. So I make sure that my hair is big and as as I can get it, and I'm like, I love my hair, I love my lips, and then I highlight my lips with red lipstick, or my hair by making it bigger or whatever, So
yeah, self-talk in the mirror is really, really powerful. I can't stress how powerful that really is. So really have positive self-talk with yourself in a mirror. Yeah. Really looking deep into your eyes and saying, I love you, I accept you, you're loving, you're lovable. That just looking at yourself every day and saying you are loving and you are lovable will change your whole life.
Do it. Start doing it.
We love you.
Yeah, we love you guys.
Yeah. Follow us. Find us, follow us, share us.
Like us, por favor, and subscribe on YouTube. No sean locos, go subscribe.
IGTV. Follow us. We're mainly active on Instagram. So follow us. So we have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and IGTV.
IGTV. And I think that's it, right, for today?
Yeah.
So, gotta love yourself. Go self-love and share the love with others. Why not? Empower each other. And all that is female energy. You should just go love and share the energy.
And stay tuned, because in the fall, we're going to be doing a MangoLuna party here in San Antonio.
I guess we already didn't know that. All right.
I just thought about it.
You did?
We already talked about it.
Yeah.
Let's do it in the fall.
All right. Well, our anniversary is in January. We're going to do it in the fall.
Yeah, we can do it in January is the fall, no?
We get to say, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, January is winter.
Well, whatever. Okay, in the winter.
Should I? Okay, maybe fall, maybe winter.
Maybe spring.
Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna have a party
celebrate.
This year.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
MangoLuna 1 year.
This is how shit happens with us.
Yes.
Every episode.
Everybody always asks us, "Are we stoned? Are we drunk?" No. And do we pre-record? Do we know what we're talking about? No.
Nope.
So this is how raw
those
talent.
Comadres sitting, yeah. Raw
Off
talent.
the
No. And this is how those comadres getting together. This is basically you're kind of walking into. You're not kind of. You are. We're inviting you into a space.
You in.
And this is what we do when we get together.
Us chat and we just look at a camera.
Yeah.
So MangoLuna 1 year anniversary party coming up. So if you're in town, awesome. If you're not, start making plans.
Get your ass over here. Get your loving, beautiful ass over here. Perfect.
Yes.
All right. We love you. See you next time.
Yeah, see you next week. Ciao.
Ciao.